Vatsyayana frames the Kama Sutra as a rigorous taxonomy of human behavior, using a dense, systematic structure to catalog the complexities of social interaction. Within this catalog, the text isolates a specific recurring problem, the spatial and social gap that exists at the very beginning of an attraction. He identifies this state as asamagata, the precarious moment where two individuals are drawn to each other but have not yet established a clear mutual understanding of their intentions. To navigate this ambiguity, the text prescribes a series of 4 specific pre-union embraces, each designed to function before a formal union is achieved. These maneuvers allow an individual to probe social boundaries and gauge a target's reciprocity while maintaining a clear path for social retreat. The Kama Sutra organizes physical interaction by funneling down from 64 broad arts into the specific subcategory of physical touch. The text treats the human body as a system of nodes and levers, analyzing physical touch through a series of distinct mechanical vectors across a measurable gap. Interaction is defined by 4 specific physical properties: brushing, piercing, rubbing, and squeezing. The progression through these properties represents an escalating scale of physical intent and a corresponding requirement for consent. Physical action is utilized here as a tool to measure and adjust the social distance between two individuals. Sutras 6 and 7 define the 4 pre-union embraces: sprishtika, vitika, udrishtika, and pidittika. The commentary identifies these terms as yogic, meaning they are descriptive labels derived directly from the actions they represent. The Sanskrit roots of these words provide kinematic definitions, mapping each embrace to specific requirements of mass, friction, and velocity. This linguistic precision replaces vague romantic concepts with a set of concrete, repeatable physical actions. By defining these interactions through their physical properties, Vatsyayana ensures the sutras function as a set of protocols for how bodies move in relation to one another. Sutra 8 outlines the mechanics of the first embrace, sprishtaka, or brushing. The action requires a moving subject to interact with a target under an anyapadeshana, a pretext allowing the contact to appear accidental. There is a specific positional constraint, sammukhaghatayam. The individuals must be face-to-face during the contact for the data to be valid. If performed correctly, the target registers the touch, but cannot definitively prove the initiator intended it. The mechanical design of sprishtaka creates plausible deniability, allowing one to probe for reciprocity without risking a formal social rejection. Sutra 9 describes the escalation into the second embrace, viddeka, meaning piercing or pressing. This maneuver is governed by a new environmental constraint, vijjane, or a secluded place, where the absence of witnesses alters the social risk. The mechanic shifts from a passing brush to an intentional, firm physical provocation against a target who is either seated or standing. Viddika requires a higher threshold of engagement. For the embrace to be successful, the target must choose to physically grasp the initiator in return. While sprishtaka tests for a reaction, viddika demands a decision, seeking mutual consensus through reciprocal physical force. Medieval scholars treated these mechanics as an applied science, with later texts like the Ratirahasya and Anangaranga acting as peer reviews that iterated on Vatsyayana's original parameters. The Anangaranga refined the Viddika embrace by introducing the variable of Milita Netra Yugmam, close eyes, which shifts the participant's focus to purely tactile information. The Jayamangala commentary even debates the geometry of these acts, arguing that a reclining posture fails to provide the necessary lever for these specific embraces, requiring the target to remain standing or seated. Historical scholars viewed courtship as an evolving framework, debating posture, sight, and leverage to optimize intent. The final governing rule for these mechanics is found in Sutra 10, which provides the sociological constraint for the entire system. The efficacy of sprishtaka and viddika is inversely related to the volume of verbal communication between the two individuals. These embraces are specifically intended for couples in a state of anati pravritta sambhashanayoh, or limited conversation. If communication is non-existent, the mechanics lack a baseline for interpretation. If communication is high, physical maneuvers become a redundant and inefficient way to express desire. Instead, physical action is deployed here as a high-bandwidth proxy, used to physically communicate intent when verbal channels are restricted. Vatsyayana's text functions as a sociolinguistic manual, providing precise physical protocols to solve the universal problem of expressing unspoken desire within a structured society.